What's up, folks? What are we doing today? We're putting our axle back in. This CV boot got stabbed. It got stabbed by a twig and caused a 1/4-inch hairline crack in there, which was big enough to basically destroy the boot and have all the grease that's inside it fly out. It's since been repaired, and we're going to try to get it back in there with as little hassle as possible. So stay tuned for that. Got a lot of stuff going on in the neighborhood today. Got a guy down the road doing some yard work with a backhoe and stuff. Got some dirt up in here, try to get it out without letting it get in. Trying to get this dirt out of the seal here for the shaft. Dirt got accumulated in there. I'm going to try to get it out. I'm not worried about yanking on the machine because it's on 2 jack stands, evenly set, so it's not going anywhere. I'm gonna try and get some of this grease off before I get in here and close this up, because I want to I'm not going to be able to get in here any other way. This is all the grease from the actual boot that popped out. So use a little bit of a engine degreaser or degreaser to go ahead and get all this shit out of here as much as I can. Just to clean it up, make it look better. It did fly everywhere actually, so trying to just clean it up a little bit. Hope you guys can hear me. Hope the video's still rolling. All that happy horse shit. These were semi-good pants, but no more. Do have more rags in here somewhere. Whoa. This might take a minute. What I had to do was take out the whole drive line, the axle, pull it out. Takes 2 carriage bolts here to release it, and then you just pop it out. There's a little C-ring clamp that goes around the tip of the axle. That's got to go in, and yeah, we're going to grease this up a little bit. We're gonna slide them home. I do have gloves, but I'm not so worried about it, really. It's just grease. Just want to make sure I get it in all the splines for the wheel axle. And come in here, get all this shit out of here. Next thing I'll be doing is putting some fender flares on my wheeler. Just a little more grease inside here. If I was supposed to do that now I'm thinking of it, and try to pull some of that out. Hopefully that doesn't get into the wet brake. I don't think it will. But try to get some of that out of there. Forgot about that. Not quite sure if that was a bad move or not. Thought this out a little bit better, but it's been a while since I did one of these. Long while. Oh, actually, I'm talking over 20 years. Over 20 years. I am going to do a wet brake fluid change here after I get it all put back together. Let's get this axle put back in. Did the trick. That guy milked this. Okay. Get the top one in first. Got some skeeters around here. There. both of these in there at the same time. Goes. That one in. Oh, hang on there, buddy. You do the top one first so that the weight of the axle brings it down to the second one, because this one's, the shock is here, is under pressure. So you gotta alleviate that the best you can. Turn off this washer a little bit. You can see which way these went on by the way the patterns are on the washer. So you can see which one was riding outside and which one was riding inside. So you just try to put them back the way they were, if you can. Persuasion sometimes is what's needed. There we go. And it's essentially put back together. The only thing you got to do is tighten up the bolts, and you're done. Put the tires back on, and that's it. Hopefully he milked this, meaning got most of the air out as he possibly could. But if he didn't, I may have an issue with that. But yeah, gonna leave that there like that. I forget what that was, 16, 15, oh, 14. 14. No way. Tell me these things broke? What the fuck? Wow. This half-inch is fucking broke. need a 1/2 inch, but wow. Wow. Well, it doesn't take a genius to work a socket set, but apparently I don't have the brains to figure it out. So, try a 3/8 drive. That's a 14 right there. Not sure the torque specs on this, but tight is tight. Okay. Woo. That's that, folks. I think we're done. The only thing I have to do yet is to throw the tire on, and we should be done with it. Doggone. But 2 bolts, 14s on a 2023 or 2022 Teryx. 2 carriage bolts here on the hub. Take off the tire. That's it. I had to replace this boot and get it re-greased and put back together over at Yamaha. I didn't want to mess with it and possibly damage something, because then I would have had to get a whole new shaft. So I let somebody that relatively knew what they were doing put it back together for me, or do that part right on. So what I'm going to do is put this puppy back together. The wheels, I'm going to change out the wet brake oil in there, and I'm going to take it out for a ride. Right on. But that's all it takes, man. Once you get these bolts out, take out the top one first when you take it off, and then take out the bottom one next. Push this up out of the way a little bit, and then if you have to, jack this up a little bit. Once you have it on jack stands, jack this up a little bit to align it so that you can pull it straight out instead of not on an angle. So it's a little bit easier that way, so that way you're not getting bound up. And then putting it back in is just about as easy. Make sure that your C-ring O-ring clip on the end of the shaft up here is in its spline where it goes, and then just gently slide it back in and boom, make sure it's seated, and do what you got to do to get all this stuff done. But I'm going to call that a video. And, thank you guys for watching. I want to see if Craftsman honors their replacements on their sockets, so I can go down to Home Depot or something like that and get a replacement. But I'm going to get this wheel back on and both wheels back on and take it out for a ride. Right on. Get my old ass up out of here. It's always nice to have a cushion for the old ass. But that's it, folks. No way. Okay, it's still recording. I was looking at the wrong spot for the timer. Had it upside down. Right on. But yeah, folks, this is a 2022 Teryx. I took both tires off last night just to clean up the area inside the sprockets. Now I'm going to clean up that and spray it down a little bit with some degreaser, and then I'm going to wipe it down and clean up the whole back end, get all the dirt and grime out of there, and then put some right there. I got to put in some wet brake fluid, and hopefully when I get this wheels back on, the thing fucking rolls without making a whole bunch of noise and breaking that shaft. So hopefully I did something right putting it back together, man. I'm gonna say love, peace, hippie grease, be cool, be kind, treat each other with kindness and respect. And as always, folks, later and rock on!